Good morning. Did you know that being confident is a God thing? It's being confident in God. Philippians 1:6 says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. You know, a lot of times we think that we can't do something, or we're not able to do this, or we're not able to do that. But if it's a gift given to us from God, then we have the complete ability to do it. That's called Godfidence. You like that little play on words there? Godfidence. It's not having confidence in your abilities, but having confidence in God's abilities to work through you and your ability to let Him work through you. Yeah, we have my Mischief Makers group, which is for people that are thinking about starting a business, just starting a business, whether it's an entrepreneurial endeavor or public speaking or writing their book or a podcast, whatever it is. And confidence is the number one struggle that so many have. They know they have something in them that they want to share, they just don't quite know how to share it, what to share, how to package it all together. They have confidence that God gave them a mission, but they don't have confidence in how to carry out that mission. And I get that because I was that way for a long time of I know the end result, but I don't know the steps to get there. I don't know the path to take. I don't trust myself to have the answers if I get in a bind somewhere. And all of that comes from not having confidence in ourselves. But if we take our confidence and we take that confidence and put it into God, and we trust that He who began a good work in me will carry it to completion, what we're saying is we don't have to have it all together. We can trust God that God will bring in the right people, the right resources, the right path for us to meet the goal that He set before us, right? Uh, I used to really doubt myself in a lot of areas, and part of that had to do with the trauma I experienced, and part of that just had to do with a lot of other chaotic things. Good morning. The struggles, the challenges, uh, all the chaos of it all. I just needed to really understand what was going on around me. And I realized that by trying to understand everything around me, I was trying to run the show. I was trying to be in charge. I was trying to control things that should have been under God's control. I was leaning in my own strength instead of leaning into God's strength to carry it to fruition. I was leaning into my own thought and limitations, because that's what it is, it's limitations, instead of God's ability to make miracles happen. And so once I tapped into my confidence and my ability to do the work with God's assistance and Him leading the way, doors started opening. Things started revealing themselves to me. I started having people seek me out because they saw that shift. I didn't see the shift as soon as other people around me saw the shift. That when I started leaning and truly trusting God, that I'm not trying to make this happen on my time frame. I'm just stepping one step in front of the other in God's time frame. Reminds me of the old Indiana Jones movie, and yes, I'm dating myself, but I love the Indiana Jones movies. And there's the part where Harrison Ford's character, Indiana Jones, comes and he's always figuring out these puzzles. And one of it was that he took the sand and he threw it over what looked like a deep, deep gorge. But as he threw the sand, it revealed a path. That's having confidence that somebody has already prepared a path for you. That is a taking a step into a place where nobody else would have taken a step, and and just really understanding that God's got you no matter where you step. And yes, that that part of Lisa Turkhurst's book, Nicole, is really great. Uh, that part about where we try to take control. It's just one of those things that you just, once you start letting go of your control and building your confidence in God, oh my goodness, the doors that begin to open. Because I think we think, oh, we have to have it all together so everybody will think we have it all together. We don't have to have it all together. We just have to know the one that does, right? So one of the challenge questions for today is, what area of your life needs a confidence boost today? For me right now, we're in the middle of a major personal project, and for me, I don't know a lot of the things that need to be done for this personal project. My husband does, and I'm leaning on a lot of his stuff, but I need to have the confidence to do it. I need to put my big girl pants on and say, I can do this because God gave me a brain, God gave me talent, and God gave me strength, and I can do it. I need to not be so snippy with my husband whenever he's telling me a better way of doing things because I've got my big girl pants on, because God's put him in my path to show me a way, right? So sometimes those God confidence moments comes through other people is what I'm saying. So you may need a confidence boost today. Maybe somebody in your life can give you a confidence boost. And the second question is, what does it mean to you that God finishes what he starts? As somebody who struggled for a long time of having a whole bunch of projects in the air and not really finishing anyone, I really couldn't understand why somebody would finish something, right? I understand finishing boot camp, that was a great accomplishment. But that accomplishment of finishing just about anything else was really hard for me to grasp, because so many things seemed like they were up in the air that I never really got to celebrate something being finished. I never really got to celebrate that uh, sense of accomplishment of things being finished. And I'm excited about things that are in process of finishing now. Now we just got to get them over the finish line. But what does it mean to you that God finishes what he starts? You know, I think that a lot of us think that our trauma was the end, and really it's just the beginning of our healing. And I've heard it said that certain traumas can never be healed. And I don't believe that's true. If I truly believe that God finishes what he starts, then I have to believe that he will completely heal anybody that's dealt with their trauma through him. I have to believe that. And then the third question is, where are you letting your fear keep you from showing up fully? Ugh. Because fear is the antithesis of confidence, right? You're not going to step fully into what you're given if you're letting fear hold you back. You've got to push through that fear. I will tell you something I finished not too long ago. Well, it was several years ago now. My husband and I told you the story about going to Rio Dosa and going up the mountain that day. I did not have him turn back. I did not have him turn around and go back down the mountain. We made it all the way up to the ski lodge, and we came all the way down. It was terrifying. I was laughing at myself the whole way through my panic because it was just ridiculous the way I was behaving. But on the other side of it was, I made it. I did not miss out on the beautiful view because of my fear. When I went and drove myself up Pikes Peak a few years later, I did not miss out on the beautiful view because of my fears. So don't miss out on seeing all that God has for you because of your fear. There's so much out there that God has intended for us in so many ways. And a lot of the times we miss out on it because we let our fear hold us back. We let our fear derail us from that path that he's got us on. So think today, if you need a journal prompt, use Philippians 1:6. It says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it to completion. Ask God, what does that look like for you? What does it look like for him to carry that to completion for you? And what does that look like for you to step out into the calling that he has called you to, knowing that you don't have to lean into yourself, you only have to lean into him. That he will open doors, he will set the path before you, he will make the introductions for you. You just have to be present and take up space in the rooms of which you enter because he has put you there. And as you grow your confidence, as you grow and lean into him, what you will find is your name will start being spoken in rooms that you never enter because other people are sharing about your message. Other people are sharing about what you're doing in your work and how you're motivating and encouraging and empowering others. That's what God confidence is. That's what uh, being truly rooted in what God's got for you is all about. It's not about you seeking the glory. It's about you serving his glory. So I've got a surprise later on today that I think my husband and I are going to reveal here on social media. So this is a big deal for us. It's part of yesterday's lessons on resilience and today's lessons on confidence. So stay tuned later on today to see our big reveal on that. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And ooh, tomorrow's topic is purpose. Ooh, can you feel it? I think we're building up to something. I will see y'all tomorrow. You have a good day now. Bye.